Tuesday, my pet. I'm sad. I didn't know this Charlie Kirk guy before he died. Didn't have a clue who he was. When people announced that he had died, I was like, who the heck's that? Found out he was some political speaker. Had I saw him on some kind of social media, I probably would have just scrolled by him and gave him no mind. I don't get into watching stuff like that. But since he's died, his stuff's all over the place, so I've come across it and stopped to watch to see what the hoopla is about. And what makes me sad isn't so much that he died. What makes me sad is that people are okay with the way that he was unalived. Can't believe you gotta say it that way, but yeah, whatever. And I heard that people were even throwing parties because of how that all went down. And that makes me sad that people would stoop to that. It doesn't matter that you didn't agree with him. The way that happened, it happened in front of his children. His little girl, is like 3? And she saw that. All those people at the campus saw that, and that leaves a mark on your soul. You can't undo that. It doesn't matter whether you supported the guy or not. That's a horrible thing to witness. And that the fact that there's people out there partying, it just blows my mind that people are like that. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if I agree with you or disagree with you. There's a bunch of people out there that I think are horrible human beings, but I wouldn't want to see them die like that. Why? Why do you celebrate someone being unalived? I made a little thing on here about him and the fact that he died for his opinions, and I got some, I can't say it was too bad, it wasn't overly hateful, but I had one commenter was like, well, what about the gays? What about the transgenders who've died? That's horrible too. If you are celebrating the fact that someone died, that means there's something wrong with you. Because that's just wrong. I mean, this is not what I wanted this platform to be. It's about airing my grievances, but this seems to be a societal thing. And it just makes me very sad that people think like that. As a society, I think we should be better. You need to value human life. You need to value all human life. Yeah, there are some situations where you have no choice but to end a life. And that's sad too. But overall, you should try to preserve life whenever possible. And you certainly do not celebrate when you take a life or when someone else takes a life. Life is too valuable. And here's what makes me the most sad. is someone out there valued him. Lots of people valued him. And even people who are horrible people, oddly enough, there are people that value them in spite of the horrible things they do. And the fact they're sad makes me sad. I just hope that people can be better and stop all this killing, because it doesn't make anything better. I now know more about Charlie Kirk than I ever did when he was alive. So if it was the hope that you would silence this individual, I now know more about him than I did before. So I don't think that met with your goals. Yeah, I'm just sad. On an up note, I am lacking all motivation, but I'm still persevering. I don't want to do my workout, but I do it. I'd like to go buy a whole pint of ice cream and eat it, but I'm not. So that's that. Alright, I'm going to end this here. Try to be better. If you're one of those people that are celebrating his death, please don't. Be sad because his children are now sad. Be sad because his wife is now sad. Be sad because those college kids who watched that happen are now traumatized. Be sad because I don't know if this guy's mom's alive, but I'm sure she's sad. Be sad because now some young man who's only 22 years old is going to be probably put to death. Be sad because his family is now sad. Be sad because his friends are now sad. It wasn't a good thing. Well, I'm going to let you go now. Lee Howie, friends.